that to have it. Oh. So you did the intro?
I did. Did you want to listen to him?
No. This one.
I don't want you getting jealous.
Sounded good. Sounded like Joe Papa. Are we on here? Are we on? You don't want to say anything?
Yeah,
bad?
we are. Hold on.
no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
APNvideo.com is on the air, and today we're coming to you from Horizon High School in Phoenix as the 10U Ridge Junior Mountain.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out here at Maryville High School, opened in 1963. Temperatures, as Jeff said, between 100 and 105. Captains meeting at midfield. It's the first of 3 ball games this afternoon, this 2 p.m. ball game. 10 and under, the 0-1 Renegades against the AFD Warhawks. They are 0-3. Renegades out of Peoria, the Warhawks out of the Santan Valley. AFD stands for the Active Family Development. That is a no-cost league that is owned by Calais Nino, the head coach for the Warhawks. He's also a sheriff and helps these kids play where they don't have to pay any money, so that's very, very nice here. We're over at 59th Avenue, just north of I-10 here. Again, the first of 3 ball games. Captains meeting at midfield. And in the gold are the Renegades. In the aqua green are the Warhawks. So the coin toss at midfield, and generally a lot of the teams have deferred right now, but see who gets this ball first. And receiving the ball first will be the Renegades. So we will get to see the Renegades first. Their quarterback, the starters in the ball game tentatively, Zane Tonier, the quarterback wearing 24, running backs to keep an eye on number 7, Caden Reed. Mason Lawson, number 1, wide receivers Jeremy Ornelas and Elijah Culling. They are the wide receivers out of the Peoria area for the AZ Renegades. 0-1, the 10-0 ball game. And the AFD Warhawks on defense, a couple of guys to keep an eye on. Faison Phillips, number 38, Reyes, 95, and Gennaro, number 87. The head coach, Tyrell Hudson for the Renegades. Team mom, Candace Valino. So it's game 1 of 3. In fact, it'll be the Renegades kicking off. So the referees kind of made the mistake there. So the Renegades will be kicking off. Zane Tonier, number 24, will be the kicking man for the Renegades. And back deep, 67, Caleb Nino and Vince Salgado to return it for the Warhawks. Temperatures between 100 and 105. Hopefully by the time we get to game 3, the 6 p.m. ball game, it'll start to cool down just a little bit. It'll be 4 10-minute quarters. As today it's nice, we've got an operating scoreboard. So for the Warhawks, Nino on the far side, Salgado here on the near side. Check that, it'll be Young on the near side rather than Salgado to return that. So Nino on the far side, Young on the near side. Nino on the far side. So we don't have a full roster for the Warhawks, so we'll do the best that we can. The ball on the tee for the Renegades, and Zane Tronier, who will also double as the quarterback for the Renegades. 4 10-minute quarters set to kick off, and Zane pops that one back through the middle, and from the 31-yard line, this is Nino straight ahead, and he's taken down after about an 8-yard pickup at the 39-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Warhawks from their own 39-yard line. Maverick Cooper, number 4, is the quarterback for the Warhawks. 67, Caleb Nino scheduled to be the starting running back. Jacob Young, 22. Wide receivers Vince Salgado, 7. 7 Faust, number 11, and Matthew Ornelas at wide receiver for the Warhawks. On defense, guys to keep an eye on for the Renegades. Number 1, Mason Lawson. Jesus Higuera, number 37, and Christopher Carlos Romero wearing number 11. Guys that will get a lot of tackles for the Renegades. Just underway. First of 4 quarters, 4 10-minute quarters. It'll be first down and 10 for the Warhawks from their own 39-yard line. Maverick Cooper is the quarterback who goes out of the shotgun on first down and 10. A long count for the Warhawks and Maverick Cooper. He goes under center, and they hand off going left this time. They hand off the running back and getting maybe close back to the original line of scrimmage, sworn number by several members of the Renegades. It's going to be a loss of a couple, and it was Caleb Nino on the carry, and it's going to be a loss of about 2, second down and 12 for the Warhawks back at their own 37-yard line. So some good defense for the Renegades on first down. Second down and 12 for the Warhawks from their own 37. Maverick Cooper, the quarterback for the Warhawks, on second down and 12. And a handoff again. This is Nino getting into the secondary, and he slipped a tackle, but taken down right around the 46-yard line that time. So Lawson making the tackle after a 9-yard pickup by Nino out to the 46-yard line. It'll be third down and 3, Warhawks from their own 46. No score, 8:35 and ticking here in the opening quarter. So the Warhawks with the initial drive of the ball game, third down and 3 from their own 46. Maverick Cooper, the quarterback, goes under center. Nino in the backfield. Another long count. They hand off to Nino going right, cuts it up, has the first down and more. To the outside, it's going to be a foot race. One man to beat down the near sideline. It's going to be a touchdown, and it goes for 54 yards. 54 yards for Caleb Nino, and the Warhawks leading 6-0 with 7:55 remaining in the opening quarter. So on 3rd and 3, Nino got the handoff and raced 54 yards down the right sidelines to make it 6-0 Warhawks. And at this level, if you go for a kick, it counts for 2 points. If you try to run or pass it, and it goes for 1, as that is just a little bit easier. The Warhawks will go for 1. Caleb Nino scored on the 54-yard run in the backfield. Maverick Cooper goes under center. They'll go for a 1-point conversion. A bootleg going right this time, and getting to the outside and scoring this time is Maverick Cooper on the 1-point conversion. It is 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks with 7:55 remaining in the opening quarter. So a 61-yard drive on 4 plays. It took 2 minutes and 5 seconds. The 54-yard touchdown run by Caleb Nino on 3rd down and 3, and the Warhawks lead at 7-0 here on the first drive of the ball game. Warhawks trying to win their first ball game of the season. They are 0-3 out of the Santan Valley, and the AZ Renegades out of Peoria, they are 0-1. Again, the AFD Warhawks, it stands for Active Family Development. Cole Nino, it's his organization. He's the head coach, a sheriff. And it's the first year a no-cost league, helping these guys getting a chance to play. So 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks. Cooper set to kick off for the Warhawks. Well, in fact, it will be Jacob Young to kick off for the Warhawks. They'll alternate between Young, 22, and Cooper, number 4. Mason Lawson back deep. Caden Reed on the far side. Lawson on the near side to return it for the Renegades. Young to kick off for the Warhawks. They lead at 7-0, 7:55 remaining in the opening quarter. So Young to do the kicking for the Warhawks. Boots it down to the 31-yard line. It is picked up by Reed, going to his left over the 45 and taken down close to midfield here on the near side by the kicker, Jacob Young. A return of 18 yards on the kickoff by Reed. Kickoff return by Reed. It'll be first down and 10 for the Renegades from their own 49-yard line. Zane Tonier, number 24, the quarterback for the Renegades. Running backs tentatively Caden Reed, Mason Lawson, number 1, Reed wearing number 7, Jeremy Ornelas, number 2, and Elijah Culling at wide receiver, tentatively starting for the Renegades out of Peoria. Defense, keep an eye for Phillips, 38, Reyes, 95, and Gennaro, 87. Big-time tacklers for the Warhawks. 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks, 7:49 remaining in the opening quarter. A 54-yard touchdown run by Caleb Nino, the running back for the Warhawks. And now it's time for the Renegades to come back and try to tie this thing, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Caden Reed is the running back. Zane goes out of the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Movement, a handoff going right, and a gain of about 5 inside the 50 to the 46-yard line. There was Caden Reed on the carry, and he picked up 5 down to the 46-yard line of the Warhawks. 2nd down and 5. Mason Lawson wearing number 1 also in the backfield as well as Reed. Zane Tonier, the quarterback, 24, 2nd down and 5. 7-0 Warhawks. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, 2nd down and 5. A handoff again. It is Reed going to the right, getting to the outside, has the 1st down and more, and finally shoved it out of bounds on the far side, right around the 35-yard line. Ornelas, amongst others, in the vicinity for the Warhawks. And it's a pickup of 9, move the chains, 1st and 10, Renegades at the 35 of the Warhawks. Both teams trying to win their first ball game of the season. Famous alumni from Maryville High School. Darren Woodson played for the Cowboys. 6-time Pro Bowler out of ASU. 1st down and 10, Renegades at the 35 of the Warhawks. Warhawks up 7-0, 6:20 and ticking in the opening quarter, and we have a timeout, the first timeout called for the Renegades. So the Renegades calling a timeout, that is their first. This broadcast is sponsored by the Husband and Wife Law Team. For wrongful death or injuries on the job, what not have you, call the Husband and Wife Law Team. It's husbandandwifelawteam.com. It's Mark and Alexis Breyer. Also Shields Sporting Goods down in Chandler. It's just to the outside the Chandler Mall. Chandler Shields is more than a sporting goods store. It's a destination built to serve athletes, families, and fans of all ages across Arizona and the East Valley. This is first of 3 ball games this afternoon. 4 p.m. ball game, 12 and under, Arizona Renegades against the AFD Warhawks. And 6 p.m., 8th grade, Maryville boys against the Junior Demons. They're out of the Glendale area. Temperatures between 100 and 105 today. We're the west side of the Phoenix metro area. 6:18 remaining in the opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks on a 54-yard touchdown run by Nino. Renegades 1st and 10 at the 35 of the Warhawks. Zane will go under center with 2 receivers. Reed and Lawson in the backfield. And going left this time is Lawson, dodging tacklers, and he's going to pick up about 6 inside the 30-yard line down to the 29. Taken down by 7, Faust. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Maryville High School located down around 59th Avenue north of I-10, very close just to the west of the Milwaukee Brewers spring training facility. Officially, they credited him with a 7-yard run. It's 2nd down and 3. Renegades at the 27 of the Warhawks. Zane goes under center. 2 receiver set. And a handoff going left. This time it's running room to the outside and down to the 15-yard line is Mason Lawson. Tackle made down there by Ornelas. And he's marked down at the 16-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 11 yards on the play around the left side. So an 11-yard gain for Lawson, and nice drive going here for the Renegades. They trail it 7-0, 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Strive started from their own 49-yard line. And a timeout is called by the Warhawks, their first of the afternoon. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Renegades at the 16-yard line of the Warhawks. Warhawks out of the Santan Valley region down in the Southeast Valley. Head coach Cole Nino. It's his organization. It stands for the Active Family Development. It's a non-cost league, their first year. And when Coach Nino played, it was, you know, these uniforms, and just to play it costs a lot, though. So this is a no-cost league. Really helps the kids get in there and able to play. Renegades head coach Tyrell Hudson. Candace Valino is the team mom. Renegades out of Peoria. Chandler Shields, they also a great job of outfitting local teams to hosting indoor store events. Chandler Shields is proud to support the games, moments, and communities that bring people together. 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks. 4:55 remaining in the opening quarter, and a 54-yard touchdown run by the Warhawk running back Caleb Nino. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Renegades of the 16 of the Warhawks as they're trying to tie up this ball game. Zane Tanier, the quarterback, wearing 24. He will go out of the shotgun. Going to take it himself going left. Has all sorts of running room and close to the end zone. Lost the handle on the ball. He's going to be out of bounds around the 2-yard line. A 14-yard pickup chased out by Ornelas. A 14-yard gain around that left side. It'll be 1st down and goal for the Renegades at the 2-yard line of the Warhawks as they try to tie it up. First down and goal for the Renegades of the 2 of the Warhawks. And this is a handoff inside. Not much doing. They gave it to the upback, Colin Nichols, and he wasn't able to get into the end zone. He was stuffed by the interior of the line of the Warhawks. It's 2nd down and goal. Zane Tanier brings in the play for the Renegades as they're trying to tie it here as they trail it 7-0, 3:59 and ticking in the opening quarter. This is the first possession of the ball game for the Renegades. Warhawks scored on their first possession. 2nd down and goal. Renegades in the 1. The handoff going right is Caden Reed, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown, but a penalty marker on the far side appears to be holding against the Warhawks. So Reed into the end zone on a 1-yard run. It is now 7-6 Warhawks, and the Renegades will try to tie it up with 3:41 remaining in the opening quarter. In fact, the signal from the referee was holding against the defense, but in fact it was holding against the offense and the Renegades. So no touchdown. They move it back to the 11-yard line, 2nd down and goal for the Renegades at the 11 of the Warhawks. So the holding was not against the defense as the initial signal from the referee. It is against the offense. 2nd down and goal. Zane out of the shotgun. Going to take it himself going left, trying to get to the outside, cuts it back in, and he's tripped up inside by Ornelas right around the 4-yard line, a gain of 7. A gain of 7 on the quarterback keeper going left by Zane. It'll be 3rd down and goal for the Renegades of the 4. Warhawks trying to keep them out of the end zone and maintain their 7-0 lead. 2:58 remaining in the opening quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. So a costly holding penalty for the Renegades kept him out of the end zone. And now they face a 3rd down and goal. Coming in late for the Renegades, 23, Philip Hilliker. 3rd down and goal for the Renegades in the 4 of the Warhawks as they try to tie it up. Zane checks the sideline here on the near side. 2 receiver set. Handoff going right this time is Caden Reed, and he's not going to get anything. Going to be hit in the backfield. And again, a big tackle by Matthew Ornelas of the Warhawks. In fact, a loss of 1. It'll be 4th down and goal. Renegades in the 5 of the Warhawks. Zoltan Ballring checks in, number 16 for the Renegades. Hilliker checks out for the Renegades. A minute 34 and ticking in the first quarter, 7-0 Warhawks. And it's 4th down and goal for the Renegades at the 5-yard line of the Warhawks. They had a touchdown, but it was called back due to holding. So the Warhawks are going to try to hold them on 4th down and goal. And a handoff going left, and the Renegades not going to get it. Faust making the tackle on that handoff to the tailback that time. And they gave it to Caden Reed, but Reed only picked up a yard. Some good defense by Seven Faust. Ornelas also in there making the initial hit on that. And the Warhawks defense comes up big. They turn the Renegades away, and the Warhawks maintain their 7-0 lead. 1:05 remaining in the opening quarter. So the Renegades not able to get in due to some good defense for the Warhawks. It'll be 1st and 10, Warhawks from their own 4-yard line. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. The players need to keep hydrated. Temperatures between 100 and 105. 1st and 10, Warhawks from their own 4-yard line. 3 receiver set, and a bootleg is Maverick Cooper going to the outside, close to the 1st down marker, and ridden out over here by Caden Reed. And a timeout is called for the Renegades, their 2nd. That was a pickup of 11 and a 1st down. The instant replay, a nice tackle on the play by Caden Reed on the quarterback keeper on the right side by Maverick Cooper. So if you're the Warhawks, you just want to get some field position back and get out of deep in your own territory. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 15. Just 53 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks on the 54-yard touchdown run by Caleb Nino. On their 4th play from scrimmage on the opening drive. This is the 2nd possession of the ball game for the Warriors. They turned away the Renegades on their attempt to get into the end zone. They got down to the 1 yard line and in fact scored, but it was called back due to holding. So a costly holding penalty against the Renegades kept them from tying the ball game. It'll be first down and 10, Warhawks, out of the Santan Valley, way down in the southeast part of the Phoenix Metro. First and 10, AFD Warhawks from their own 15-yard line. They lead it 7-0, 53 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. First of 3 ball games. Maverick Cooper's the quarterback. Will go under center with 4 receivers. Mangill's in motion on the end around. Caleb Nino gets hit in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss on the play. Big stick for the Renegades and Jesus Higuera. Higuera with a big hit. It'll be a loss of 2. Back to the 13-yard line. Second down and 12, Warhawks. And the time running quickly as the time will probably run out here in the first quarter. We've got 20 seconds in ticking in the opening quarter. 7-0 Warhawks. They face a second and 12 from their own 13. Probably get off a play here as Maverick Cooper goes out of the shotgun. On the bootleg going left to the outside, a first down and more. The ball pops loose, and it's going to be recovered by Mason Lawson of the Renegades. So Caden Reed stripped the ball, and Mason Lawson recovered it for the Renegades. So the running play went around that left side, and it was stripped. Going to take a break here as that is the end of the opening quarter. It is 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
APNvideo.com is on the air, and today we're coming to you from Horizon High School in Phoenix as the 10U Ridge Junior Mountain Lions take on the...
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. It's 7-0 in favor of the Warhawks after scoring in their first possession, a 54-yard touchdown run by running back Caleb Nino. And after the fumble recovery by Mason Lawson, the Renegades will take over first down and 10 at the 42-yard line of the Warhawks as we switch sides. Temperatures between 100 and 105 this afternoon. So an opportunity with good field position for the Renegades. Jacob Tovar, 25, checks in for the AZ Renegades. Head coach Tyrell Hudson. First down and 10, Renegades, the 42 of the Warhawks. Warhawks up 7-0 as we start the second quarter. Zane Tanier is the quarterback. And a 2-receiver set. So now the referees put it into play. First down and 10, Renegades, the 42 of the Warhawks. And a handoff inside, and nothing doing Caden Reed. It was Phillips and Faust on the tackle, and penalty marker comes in, and it's going to be a face mask against the Warhawks. They'll move it 5 yards. Not a flagrant face mask. The ball be spotted at the 37 of the Warhawks. First down and 5, Renegades. They trail it 7-0 here early in the second quarter. Dominic Foster, number 20, in the backfield to the left. On 2nd and 5, they hand off to Reed, going left to the outside. Gets into the secondary. Reed may go all the way for a touchdown. He does. It goes for 37 yards. And it's now 7-6. Warhawks lead's been cut to 1, 9:35 remaining in the first half. 37 yards by Reed. And it is 7-6, temporarily at least. Renegades down by a point. They'll go for a 1-point conversion. Of course, if they tried to kick it, it would count for 2, a little more difficult. So the Renegades will try to tie it up with a 1-point conversion. A handoff inside, and they're going to say that he didn't get in. The handoff inside to Reed, and he got down to the 1-yard line but couldn't get in. The score remains 7-6 in favor of the Warhawks. 9:35 remaining in the first half, so some good inside defense for the Warhawks, keeping the Renegades out of the end zone on that 1-point conversion try. So the Warhawks with a 1-point lead here, 9:35 remaining in this first half. Renegades with 1 timeout, Warhawks with 2. Renegades will get the ball to start the second half. Zane Tanier will do the kicking for the Renegades. It'll be Salgado 7 and Nino 67 back deep to return it for the Warhawks. Salgado to the near side, Nino to the far side. Zane Tanier to kick off for the Renegades. They trail at 7-6, 9:35 remaining in the first half. So Zane's kickoff bounces around the 37-yard line, and Reed falls on it. It'll be first down and 10, Renegades from their own 30. Should say Salgado falls on it at his own 37. It'll be first down and 10, Warhawks from their own 38-yard line. In fact, that's where they'll spot it. So Vince Salgado falling on that short kick. Renegades leading 7-6, 9:34. The difference in the ball game, the 1-point conversion for the Warhawks. Warhawks leading at 7-6, 9:34 remaining in the first half. First and 10, Warhawks from their own 38-yard line. Handoff on the end around going left. It's going to be a gain of about 5 here to the near side. Nino getting the carry. Tackle over here by Nichols. A gain of 4, second down and 6. Warhawks in their own 42. Nino scored on the 4th play from scrimmage, a 54-yard touchdown run. The 1-point conversion was good for the Warhawks. Reed, a 37-yard run for the Renegades. The 1-point conversion was no good. We stand 7-6 in favor of the Warhawks here, 8:50 and ticking in the second quarter. Second down and 6, Warhawks in their own 42. Cooper Maverick under center, a handoff going right. Nino getting to the outside. He is tripped up, but not until he picks up a first down on the far side. It was Reed getting him down. They'll spot the ball at the 47, a pickup of 11 around the right side for Nino. Warhawks move the chains, first down and 10 at the 47 of the Renegades. Warhawks leading 7-6, 8-13 and ticking in the first half. First and 10 Warhawks at the Renegade 47. Maverick Cooper goes under center. He rolls to his right, throws back against the grain. It's complete inside the 40 to Matthew Ornelas for a first down to the 38-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down by a yard. He picked up 9. Make it second down and 1 Warhawks at the 38 of the Renegades. Warhawks trying to add to a 7-6 lead, 7:25 and ticking in the first half. Renegades will get the ball to start the second half. Warhawks with 2 timeouts remaining, the Renegades with 1. Second down and 1, Warhawks to the 38. Penalty marker comes in and a handoff inside. Down to the 30-yard line, it's Faust, close to the 30. Faust with that carry taken down by Mason Lawson, but a penalty marker comes in, and that's going to go against the Warhawks, negating the first down. So no first down for the Warhawks. They'll move it back and spot the ball at the 41 of the Renegades. It'll be second down and 3. Timeout is called by the Warhawks, their second. And with 6:48 remaining in the second quarter, the Warhawks holding a slim 7-6 lead. The difference in the ball game, a converted running extra point by the Warhawks. They scored first in the fourth play from scrimmage. 54-yard touchdown run by the running back Caleb Nino. The Renegades got within 7-6 late in the opening quarter on a 37-yard touchdown run by Reed. The running play by Reed to try to tie it with the extra point was no good. So that's where we stand right here. 7-6 in favor of the Warhawks, 6:48 remaining in the opening half. Chandler Shields is honored to support the Arizona Youth Football League while celebrating athletes' teamwork and dedication, the dedication it takes to compete to move up to the next level. Arizona Youth Football League represents everything Shields stands for: passion for sport, commitment to community, and creating opportunities for athletes to learn, grow, and shine. Shields Sporting Goods is down next to the Chandler Mall in the Southeast Valley in Chandler. 6:48 remaining in the second quarter, 7-6 Warhawks. Warhawks second down and 3 at the 41 of the Renegades. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining in the half. Phillips in the backfield, Maverick Cooper under center, and the handoff going left this time. It is Nino getting to the outside, and he stays on his feet. Penalty markers come in. He may have been face masked and makes his way down to the 28-yard line, a pickup of 13. It may have been a hold or a face mask on the play. Zane Trottier, 24, leading the charge, and I believe that is going to be a face mask against the Renegades. They'll move that ball even further down the field and spot it at the 15 for the Warhawks. So they tack on an additional 13 yards on the penalty against the Renegades. The Warhawks in a good field position, leading 7-6, 6:06 remaining in the half. And 1st and 10 Warhawks in the Renegade 15-yard line. And a referee's timeout. Zane Tanier, 24, will come over here. Maybe an equipment issue. So Zane looking at his right knee. Quickly, they're going to get Mason Lawson into the ball game for the Renegades. 1st and 10 Warhawks at the 15 of the Renegades. Warhawks up 7-6, 5:25 remaining in the half. Nino to the right in the backfield. Phillips to the left. Maverick Cooper's the quarterback. He fakes it and bootleg going right as Cooper, and a penalty marker, or I should say a whistle, comes in. They blow it dead. And not quite sure what the referee said. Appeared potentially somebody wasn't ready, but no signal. The Renegades, I guess, not ready to go. So we'll try it again. 1st and 10 Warhawks at the 15 of the Renegades. 5:05 remaining in the half. 7-6 Warhawks trying to add to their 1-point lead. Nino, the running back to the right, number 67. Maverick Cooper goes under center on 1st and 10. Handoff to Nino, but he lost the handle on it. Down he goes, falling in the ball. It'll be a 3-yard loss, making it 2nd and 13. So a fumbled exchange, and Nino fell on it. Penalty marker on the field and a sideline warning going against the Renegades. Tyrell Hudson, the head coach for the Renegades. They're 0-1 out of Peoria. A sideline warning. 2nd and, well, they're going to really spot that right around the 17-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 12 of the Warhawks at the 17 of the Renegades. Maverick, or I should say Nino, gets the snap, going to take it himself. A penalty marker comes in, races to his left, and tackled down around the 14-yard line after a 3-yard pickup. Triple teamed over there, and coming up from the bottom of the pile was Elijah Culling for the Renegades. Let's check out the penalty. Caden Reed checks in for the Renegades. Appears no penalty was called. There was a marker down, but it'll be 3rd down and 8. Warhawks at the 13 of the Renegades. Need to get down right around the 5-yard line. 3:10 and ticking in the first half, 7-6. A 1-point lead for the Warhawks, and they're trying to add to it here on 3rd and 8 at the 13 of the Renegades. Nino going to take it himself, but a penalty marker comes in, illegal motion against the Warhawks. It'll cost him 5 yards as Nino lined up behind center. He has the only touchdown for the Warhawks, a 54-yard touchdown run. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Warhawks at the 19 of the Renegades. 4-down territory. They need to get to the 5 for a 1st down. Maverick Cooper goes under center. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side, and 3rd and 13. Nino goes in motion. They fake the boot, and the bootleg going right is Maverick Cooper with all sorts of running room. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. 19 yards for Maverick Cooper. And it's now 13-6 in favor of the Warhawks, 2:19 remaining in the half. 13-6 in favor of the Warhawks. A 19-yard bootleg around the right side by Maverick Cooper. They'll try to make it 14-6 with a 1-point conversion try. If you try to kick it, which at the 10 and under level is very rare, you would get 2 points. If you run it or pass it in, you get 1. And the Warhawks will try to run or pass it in to try to make it 14-6. Phillips, 38 in the backfield. Nino going to take it himself, trying to get to the outside, slipped a tackle. He's in for the 1-point conversion. 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. 2:19 remaining in the half after the 19-yard quarterback keeper by Cooper, and Nino with the 1-point run for the conversion. 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. 2:19 remaining in the half. Renegades will get the ball to start the second half. The lone touchdown for the Renegades, a 37-yard touchdown run by Reed. The 1-point conversion was no good. Jacob Young will kick off for the Warhawks. Mason Lawson back deep. Caden Reed on the far side. Lawson on the near side to return it for the Renegades. Game 1 of 3 this afternoon. This is 10 and under action out of Peoria. The AZ Renegades against the AFD Warhawks out of the Santan Valley, the very far southeast side. It stands for Active Family Development, does AFD. Young to kick off for the Warhawks. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. 14-6 Warhawks, 2:19 remaining in the half. Renegades will get the ball to start the second half. Young to kick off for the Warhawks. And Young boots it to the far side. Reed will pick it up at the 30-yard line. Reed up the far sideline, has some running room, and he's close to midfield, shoved out after a 19-yard gain at the 49-yard line. So nice field position for the Renegades, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. They get the ball to start the second half. There's 1 timeout remaining for both squads. 2:12 remaining in the half, 14-12 in favor of the Warhawks. Zane Tanier, number 24, the quarterback, brings in the play for the Renegades out of Peoria. They're 0-1. Renegades 1st down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. A handoff inside, nothing doing that time was Reed.
It's underground. Can you help me with it?
Reed inside. A timeout is called by the Warhawks, their final. No gain, well, in fact, a loss on the play of a yard. Well, no, they're going to actually give them a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Renegades back of their own 48. Renegades with 1 timeout remaining. The Warhawks out of timeouts, 2:01 remaining in the half, 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. Game 1 of 3. Renegades trying to get close here at the end of the first half. They will get the ball to start the second half, will the Renegades. Renegades with one timeout remaining. Renegades with a, well, we'll call it second down and 10. They will spot the ball at the 49 of the Renegades as they possess the ball. Zane Tanier, the quarterback, wearing 24 for the Renegades. 2:01 remaining in the half, 14-6 Warhawks. Second and 10, Renegades from their own 49-yard line. Handoff going left is Reed trying to get to the outside. Slipping tackle, stays on his feet, and he picks up about 11 down to the 40-yard line of the Warhawks. Faust in on the tackle, amongst others. Caleb Nino. A gain of 11 around to the left side. Move the chains, first and 10, Renegades in the 40 of the Warhawks. Minute 34 and ticking in the half. Renegades with one timeout remaining. They trail at 14-6. First and 10, Renegades, the 40 of the Warhawks. Handoff going left this time is Reed, nothing doing. Taken down by Matthew Ornelas on a nice solo tackle for the Warhawks. So a gain of 2, Ornelas with the tackle. It'll make it second down and 8, Renegades at the 38 of the Warhawks. Zane Tanier comes to the sideline. 43 seconds and ticking in the half. One timeout remaining for the Renegades. They face second and 8 at the 38 of the Warhawks, and the Warhawks holding a 14-6 lead. So only seconds remaining in the half. Renegades get the ball to start the second half. Renegades second and 8 at the 38 of the Warhawks. Passing situation, Zane rolling right, throws, and it's tipped. Tipped by Cooper Maverick here on the near side. Tended over here for Colin Nichols, but a good job by Maverick to knock that ball away. And with third down and 8, the clock stops with 15 seconds remaining in the half. Third and 8. Renegades of the 38 of the Warhawks, 14-6. Warhawks lead it, but the Renegades will get it to start the second half. So the Renegades will need a big play here. Hinniker checks in for the Renegades. Coach talking to Caden Reed, number 7. Ballring also checks in for the Renegades. Clock is stopped with 15.4 seconds remaining in the half. Warhawks up 14-6. Renegades facing third and 8 at the 38-yard line of the Warhawks. A high snap, and Reed going to his right keeps it himself. He's double teamed at the line of scrimmage. Reyes as well as Salgado in on the stop, and that's going to be the end of the first half. The end of the first half for the Warhawks, leading it by a score of 14-6. The Renegades will get it to start the second half, and we're going to take a 10-minute break here at halftime.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
You can wear shorts.
Now, if it was 40s, alright. But, no.
Yeah,
Like Tennessee, if it was in the 30s, I was fine. But when you start getting the low 20s and the teens, it's just...
Yeah.
And I had that vaulted ceiling.
Oh, down in Tennessee.
And that thing was... I don't know how high it was. It was probably at least 17. It might have been 20.
17 feet?
The vaulted ceiling, and it just was hard to keep that thing warm.
Oh, yeah.
I should have moved the TV into that front.
Do you have a fireplace at all?
No, fake one.
Oh. But it made some fire.
Oh, it helped.
Oh, it's nice in here.
It's really nice.
You got ice, huh?
I think it probably have a lot of fun calling their game.
Who was Maryville?
Yeah, it's not that far.
Does it get rough here at night?
A little bit, maybe. It could be rough in your neighborhood.
Any place.
If they got in. I wonder how much crime is in Gainey Ranch.
Well, somebody before we got the house, somebody broke in. They were breaking in. You know that?
The house you bought?
Yeah, the people that owned it before, and they were old. They were coming home. This was 2010, and they were coming home, and somebody was breaking in the upstairs window. It's weird. And they ran away or something. Chance for thunderstorms in Greenville coming up.
Really?
Yep.
Well, you got them on your watch list?
I know where it's at. Need right better take. It's nothing serious, though.
Maidright has a basement, big basement. And back in the 50s, that's where all the young people, they would have dances down there.
It was open back then, too?
Oh, yeah.
Was it made right, too? When did those open, like in the 30s?
I could go for one. I forgot how to make them. I haven't done it in years. You gotta have beer. Steam the hamburger and beer. That's how I do it. Add a little sugar, a lot of pepper. I think that's it.
You
It's simple.
ever made that beer chicken on there, thing where you put, you've heard of it? Did you put a hole in there?
The chip, the beer cheese that you dip your
Oh,
pretzels in.
I love that. It's my new.
Place in Fairfield Glade had
It's my new.
pretzels, and then you could get the beer cheese or the regular nacho. They
That's
give you both if you want it.
that's my new favorite.
I've been wanting a soft pretzel.
Are they confused who gets the ball first?
Remember who? Did you write it down? What are we doing?
I guess I was wrong. I put down Renegades kick. No, I am right.
They got it first because they scored.
Yeah, the Warhawks got it first, so they'll kick. Yeah, they did. So the Warhawks have to kick off. I thought I was losing because I wrote it down.
And shouldn't they be
The Renegades
from
kicked
left
for.
to right?
Yeah, the Renegades kicked first. They scored. I don't remember which direction.
He scored down there.
The Warhawks scored first.
Right.
they got the ball first.
Right.
So the Renegades should get the ball now.
But if we're switching sides at half. Hey, they got the ball first.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey, they got the ball first.
Yeah, the Renegades scored.
No. Yeah, they got the ball first. They should be kicking. All right. Let's go.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lauer. We start the third quarter 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks, and evidently the Renegades will kick off, even though they kicked off to start the ball game as the Warhawks got the ball first. And Zane Tannier's kick is booted, and we've got a penalty marker and probably false or offside against the Renegades. Zane Tannier, the kickoff man for the Renegades. So a little confusion on who got the ball first and whatnot. Young down here on the near side to return it. On the far side is Nino for the Warhawks. Warhawks leading 14-6. They got a 54-yard touchdown run by Nino on their first possession. Renegades made it 7-6, 37-yard touchdown run by Reed. Cooper then a 19-yard run by the Warhawks. So Tannier's kickoff is booted, caught at the 44-yard line by the Warhawks, and racing it back to the 41-yard line. A 15-yard return, and it's returned on the play by Faison Phillips. So Phillips returned that ball 15 yards. Warhawks first down and 10 at the 41-yard line of the Renegades. So some confusion. The Warhawks did get the ball first. But nevertheless, well, you know, there has been, even at the NFL level, there's been you know, even at the NFL level, there is some confusion at times where it's tricky what the captains call out there. If they want to kick it or defer, I mean, it can be confusing and it can be tricky, but nevertheless, I'm glad I'm not one of the captains doing it. Nevertheless, it is 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks, 9:51 remaining in the third quarter. Warhawks first and 10 at the Renegades' 41-yard line. And a handoff going right. This time is Nino getting to the outside, inside the 30, and gang tackled right around the 29-yard line, a 12-yard pickup. 12-yard gain, and up from the bottom of the pile, Mason Lawson. I have seen that in NFL games, not where one team got it twice to start the first and second half, but if you don't call it exactly right, I think it can throw things off. I don't know how that can be confusing or how it can be complicated. You should get if whoever gets it first, depending on if they say defer or kick, the other team ought to get it to start the second half, but I don't get it. First down and 10 with the Warhawks at the 29-yard line of the Renegades. Warhawks leading 14-6, 9:03 remaining in the third quarter. Two receivers set, a handoff going right this time. And to the outside that time, it is Matthew Ornelas, and he's taken down after a penalty, but a 9-yard pickup down to the 20-yard line. This is going to come back holding against the Warhawks. So a 9-yard run by Ornelas is negated, and that'll march the Warhawks back. Warhawks 0-3 on the season. AZ Renegades 0-1. Renegades out of Peoria, where the AFD Warhawks out of the Santan Valley down near Queen Creek, near Florence. AFD stands for Active Family Development. First and 20 for the Warhawks at the 39-yard line of the Renegades. 8:20 and ticking in the third quarter, 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. Matthew Ornelas Nichols is the tailback. Maverick Cooper, who ran for a 19-yard touchdown run, goes under center. 2 receivers set on 1st and 20. The handoff to Ornelas going left. He's hit and dropped for a loss. Colin Nichols made the tackle. It's going to be a 3-yard loss back to the 42. It'll be 2nd down and 23 for the Warhawks at the Renegade 42-yard line. This is the first of 3 games, the 4 p.m. ball game, 12 and under, the AZ Renegades against AFD Warhawks, 12 and under ball club. 6 p.m. ball game, 8th grade Maryville boys against the Junior Demons, 15 and under out of Glendale. 2nd down and 23, Warhawks in the 42 of the Renegades. Empty backfield, 4 receivers set. Man goes in motion as Nino. They fake the end around, a bootleg going right is Cooper, who gets to the outside, inside the 30, and ridden out of bounds by Lawson here, but not until he got all the way down to the 27-yard line in a pickup of 15. A pickup of 15 makes it 2nd down and 8. The bootleg by Maverick Cooper around the right side for the Warhawks makes it a little bit more manageable. 3rd and 8. They need the 19-yard line for a 1st down, 4-down territory, 6:35 and ticking in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. Nino, the running back, lines up behind Cooper Maverick, who goes under center with 3 receivers. 3rd down and 8. They fake it to Nino. And a quick toss, far side complete, but it's going to be a loss on the play, complete to Ornelas. And he was taken down immediately on the play, Elijah Culling. It'll be a loss of 3, making it 4th down and 13. Ball rests at the 32 of the Renegades. Warhawks needing the 19 for a 1st down and 4th down and 13. Fourth down and 13. Maverick Cooper, I should say, goes under center. Passing situation, they hand off to Nino going left, and he lost his footing. It's going to be a loss of a yard. So Nino losing his footing. He's down at the 34, and on downs, the Renegades take over. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 5:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. They scored first in a 54-yard touchdown run by Nino. Renegades made it 7-6, 37-yard touchdown by Reed. The PAT no good. Then Cooper, quarterback keeper for 19 yards. That's where we stand right here, 14-6 Warhawks, 5:22 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Timeout is called by the Renegades. The first timeout of the 2nd half. Temperatures ranging between 100 and 105. This broadcast is powered by the husband and wife law team. For wrongful death, personal injury, call and look up the husbandandwifelawteam.com. That's Mark and Alexis Breyer. Also, Shields Sporting Goods. Chandler Shields, we believe in cheering loud, giving back, showing up for the people and programs that make Arizona a great place to live, play, and compete. Thank you for being part of the Shields family and supporting organizations like the Arizona Youth Football League that inspire the next generation of athletes. Chandler Shields offers family fun attractions, including a 45-foot indoor Ferris wheel, 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, a 35-foot wildlife mountain, an interactive arcade, miniature bowling, and shooting gallery game. You can also treat yourself at Fuzzy Wig's Candy Store and Gina's Cafe. Chandler Shields is located outside the Chandler Mall down Chandler in the Southeast Valley. 5:22 remaining in the third quarter, 14-6 in favor of the Warhawks. Renegades take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Zane Tanier, the quarterback, with 2 receivers. And a handoff going left this time is Reed getting to the outside. Has the first down and more. Caden Reed is going to go all the way for a touchdown. It goes for 66 yards, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Renegades have cut the Warhawks lead to 14-12 with 5:04 remaining in the third quarter. Reed with his second touchdown run of the afternoon. Warhawks maintain a 14-12 lead. The Renegades will see if they try to kick it. Generally, they will try to run it in. They will try to run it in for the 1-point conversion. Zane Tanier goes under center. Foster to the left in the backfield. And this is a fight into the end zone for the 1-point conversion. Into the end zone that time was Colin Nichols for the 1 point. And the Warhawks lead stays at 1. So a 1-point conversion by Colin Nichols of the Renegades. And the Warhawks lead has been cut to 14-13. 5:04 remaining in the third quarter. The difference, a failed PAT by the Renegades after Reed's 37-yard touchdown run. So Reed, a pair of touchdowns this afternoon. Young back deep for the Warhawks on the near side. Nino on the far side. Zane Tanier will kick off for the Renegades. A tight ball game here with the Warhawks leading 14-13, 5:04 remaining in the third quarter. The difference, a failed PAT by the Renegades. Zane to kick off for the Renegades. A wobbly spiral, and falling on it is Maverick Cooper about the 48-yard line of the Warhawks. Warhawks take over 1st and 10 from their own 48. Calais Nino, the head coach, it's his organization, the Active Family Development Organization. It's a no-cost football league. It's their first year. Helps kids play football without having to pay for it out of the Santan Valley. The AZ Renegades out of Peoria. 1st and 10 Warhawks from their own 48-yard line. They lead at 14-13, 5:03 remaining in the third quarter. Maverick Cooper goes out of the shotgun. 2 receivers, Phillips in tight to the left in the backfield on 1st and 10. And a direct snap under center that time was Caleb Nino, and he went down on one knee, grabbing that snap and lost a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. So Caleb Nino was under center that time and lost a yard. Maryvale High School opened in 1963. It's over your 59th Avenue north of I-10. West side of the Phoenix metro area. 2nd down 11, Warhawks from their own 47. Maverick Cooper will go under center. 2 receivers, Nino in the backfield. They hand off to Nino going left. Tries to get to the outside. A penalty marker comes in and nothing doing on that play. Hagera on the tackle. Lawson disrupted the play initially for the Renegades. Face mask against the Renegades, and that'll be costly for the Renegades. Instead of a loss on the play, they'll march that ball forward. And I believe that is going to be a first down for the Warhawks. Going to move that ball all the way to the Renegade 39-yard line. 3:57 and ticking in the third quarter. A 1-point lead for the Warhawks. They lead at 14-13. Difference in the ball game, a failed PAT attempt by the Renegades after their first touchdown on the 37-yard touchdown by Reed. First of 2 touchdowns by Reed, one of 37, one of 66 yards. First and 10, Warhawks to the 39 of the Renegades. Maverick Cooper hands off. Nino going right, cuts it up, and he's going to lose about a yard. A loss on the yard, or on the play. Hilliker and Reed on the tackle. But another penalty against the Renegades. Was that face masking again? Whatever it was. A 15-yarder all the way down to the 24-yard line of the Renegades. That's 30 yards of penalties in the last 2 plays against the Renegades. 3 minutes and ticking in the third quarter, 14-13 Warhawks. Warhawks first and 10 at the 26 of the Renegades. Potentially a horse collar tackle. Maverick Cooper goes under center. Nino is the tailback with 3 receivers. First down and 10. They fake it to Nino. Bootleg going right this time is Cooper. Trying to get to the outside. And it's going to be hustled out of bounds here on the near side by Zane Tronier. Going to spot him out at the 19-yard line. A gain on the play of 7. Second down and about 3. Ball will rest right around the 18-yard line of the Renegades. Warhawks have all 3 timeouts remaining. The Renegades have 2. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, 14-13 in favor of the Warhawks, and they're trying to get a little bit of a cushion. The touchdowns for the Warhawks, Nino a 54-yard touchdown run and Cooper a 19-yard run. Reed 2 touchdowns for the Renegades, 37 and 66 yards. Second down and 3. Empty backfield. Nino goes in motion. They hand off to Nino on a little bit of an end around. Slips 1 tackle. Tries to get to the outside. Slips a couple of tackles. And gang tackled. And the ball may have popped loose. The ball may have popped loose. And the Renegades come away with it. Jesus Higuera. It appeared Higuera coming away with that ball. He got a pat on the back. There was no official sight of him grabbing the ball, but that's the indication that Higuera possibly got that ball on the fumble recovery. A huge turnover. Renegades down 14-13, a minute 22 remaining in the third quarter. Renegades take over first down and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Zane Tronier brings in the play for the Renegades. Timeout is called by the Warhawks, their first of the second half. The Warhawks scored first on their opening possession, the 4th play from scrimmage. Nino a 54-yard touchdown run. The 1-point conversion was good. The Renegades cut it to 7-6 on a 37-yard touchdown by Reed run by Reed. He was unable to get the 1-point conversion, so the score stayed 7-6 Warhawks. Warhawks then made it 14-6 on a 19-yard touchdown run by Cooper. Here in the third quarter, the second touchdown run by Reed, 66 yards, cut it to 14-13. After they converted the 1-point conversion. The difference in the ball game, the Renegades failed point after try after the initial touchdown by Reed.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Still anybody's ball game. 14-13, Warhawks lead at 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. Foster to the left, Reed to the right in the backfield on first down and 10. The handoff to Reed going left. Picks up a block, races to the outside. Down the near sideline, he cuts it back. It's a foot race. One man to beat. Reed is going to go all the way for a touchdown. 85 yards on the touchdown run by Reed. And it's his third of the afternoon, and the Renegades take a 19-14 lead with 1:04 remaining in the third quarter. Third touchdown of the afternoon by Reed. That is 85 yards. And an injured member of the Warhawks. And the injured man, Caleb Nino, for the Warhawks, a key member of that squad. Renegades now lead at 19-14. 1:04 remaining in the third quarter, and they will try a one-point conversion. So Caleb Nino injured on that play for the Warhawks. Hopefully he'll just be out briefly. The Renegades, with their first lead of the afternoon, will go for a one-point conversion. Zane goes under center. Foster to the left in the backfield, and a running play goes straight ahead, nothing doing. They hand it off to Colin Nichols, and he was hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. Gennaro was there. The PAT no good, so the score remains 19-14 Renegades. 1:04 remaining in the third quarter, the first lead of the afternoon for the Renegades. 3 touchdown runs by Reed. 37, 66, and 85 yards. So both teams trying to win their first ball games of the season. Zane Tanier will kick off for the Renegades. Young back deep here on the near side. And Nino comes back in, briefly injured after the 85-yard touchdown run by Reed. 19-14 Renegades, 1:04 remaining in the third quarter. Anybody's ball game. Zane Tanier to kick off for the Renegades. So Zane's kickoff, a whistle, a line drive kick. Picked up on the far side by the Warhawks. It was Faison Phillips. We had a whistle on that kickoff. They didn't blow it dead. It was a return of about 17 yards. Heard a whistle, but no stoppage of play. So Phillips with a good return. Will be good field position for the Warhawks. 1st and 10 at the 43 of the Renegades. Anybody's ball game. 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 19-14 in favor of the Renegades. Nino is the running back with 2 receivers. Timeout is called by the Warhawks, their second. Still looking back at that kickoff of the second half, it was still confusing where getting the ball first were the Warhawks. The Renegades kicked off to start the ball game, and the Renegades kicked off to start the second half. Now, I do remember in a Packer game a year or two ago, there was some confusion. Sometimes if a captain says whatever, if they say something strange, if they want to defer, we want to kick, this and that. I have heard that there's, and there'd be no reason to nitpick that. If you kick off to start the game, you shouldn't be kicking off to start the second half. I don't understand that, but I have, even in the NFL one time it didn't happen that way. It was that if one of the captains for the Packers ran out at the last second, he wasn't supposed to be out there. And had he said the wrong thing, it may have thrown things up. It shouldn't be needing a degree from Harvard to say if you want the ball or not. But nevertheless, the Renegades leading 19-14, 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Warhawks 1st and 10 at the Renegade 43-yard line. A long count, play fake going right on the bootleg is Cooper getting to the outside, close to the first down marker and chased out by Ornelas as well as Zane Tanier. It'll be an 8-yard pickup down to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2. This may be the last play of the third quarter as we're at 30 seconds and ticking here in the third. 19-14 Renegades leading. Probably be the last play of the third quarter. 2nd and 2. Warhawks at the 35 of the Renegades. Maverick Cooper goes under center. Handoff to Nino going left, cuts it back in, now bounces to his left. Gets to the outside, slips a tackle, has the first down and more, stays on his feet, fights his way all the way down to about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 13, and that is the end of the third quarter with the Renegades leading it by a score of 19-14.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
One team kicks off to start the game, the other team automatically gets a kickoff to start the second half.
Yeah, I don't.
When the same team kicks off both halves, Team A wins the coin toss. Team A says defer.
I still don't. I know the Packers had a situation.
Team B chooses to receive the opening kickoff. Team A then gets. I can't concentrate on that.
I don't get it. Start the fourth quarter, the final 10 minutes of regulation, 19-14 Renegades. The Warhawks 1st down and 10. And Maverick Cooper is hit and drop behind the line of scrimmage, potentially a face mask. He was taken down by Higuera of the Renegades. Penalty marker in there on 1st down and 10. The ball rests about the 23 of the Renegades, but penalty marker on the far side. Higuera made the tackle for the Renegades. Warhawks trailing for the first time in the ball game. And I believe that will be the face mask, will be the penalty against the Renegades. So the ball will be spotted inside the 10 for the Warhawks. First down and goal for the Warhawks. The 7-yard line of the Renegades. Warhawks trying to retake the lead. They trail at 19-14. 9:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Caleb Nino is the tailback with 3 receivers. Maverick Cooper going to take it himself, going right. In trouble. Down he goes. Hagera again with a tremendous tackle. This time didn't get any face mask. It's going to be a loss of 11 on the play. Jesus Hagera with a huge play and a sack of Maverick Cooper. So Hagera with a huge play for the Renegades. Renegades with 3 touchdowns by the running back Reed this afternoon, 37, 66, and 85. Cooper, a 19-yard touchdown run for the Warhawks, and Nino, 54-yard touchdown run. Second down and goal for the Warhawks at the 18 of the Renegades. 8:30 and ticking in the fourth quarter. Renegades leading 19-14. Empty backfield. Nino gets a snap, rolls to his right. Gonna take off, cuts it up, and down he goes, but picks up about 6 down to the 11-yard line. Again, it was Hagera in on the tackle. They'll credit him with 7 yards down to the 11-yard line. Third down and goal, Warhawks at the 11. 4-down territory. Then Salgado checks out. Jeremy Ornelas was injured at the end of the last quarter for Renegades. He came out briefly. Third and goal for the Warhawks at the 11 of the Renegades. 7:35 and ticking in the fourth quarter. Renegades with a 19-14 lead. Nino will go under center. And a handoff inside this time is Ornelas. And he maybe got 2. 2 at best. Colin Nichols in there to make the hit, a gain of 2. Fourth down and goal for the Warhawks, the 9 of the Renegades. So some good defense inside for the Renegades. Big play in the ball game. Fourth and goal for the Warhawks at the 9 of the Renegades. Nino goes under center. Going to take it himself, going left, gets to the outside, a foot race to the end zone, cuts it back in. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. 9-yard touchdown run by Nino for the Warhawks, and the Warhawks regain the lead 20-19 with 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Nino's second touchdown of the afternoon. So Nino with a nice move to the outside to give the Warhawks the lead once again, 20-19. 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Anybody's ball game. It's a very competitive game. Maverick Cooper goes under center. A 1-point conversion try for the Warhawks. A long count. Handoff to Nino going right, cuts it back to his left, and he's into the end zone for the 1-point conversion. 21-19 in favor of the Warhawks after the 1-point conversion by Nino after his 9-yard touchdown run. 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter, 21-19 in favor of the Warhawks. Both teams trying to win their first ball game of the season. So a very good ball game here. Temperatures between 100 and 105 degrees. Fortunately, these games are 4 10-minute quarters, not longer. It should cool off tonight, probably into the 90s. So the Warhawks regained the lead 21-19 with 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Renegades with 2 timeouts remaining, the Warhawks with 1. Lawson on the near side to return the kick for the Renegades. On the far side, Caden Reed, who has 3 touchdowns today. And Young to kick off for the Warhawks. Jacob Young will kick off for the Warhawks to maintain a 21-19 lead, 6:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Be an interesting finale to this ball game. Ball on the tee for the Warhawks, Jacob Young. And that boot is picked up the 32-yard line. It is Reed who ran into one of his own men, gets to the outside, and taken down after a 7-yard return. Seven Faust with the tackle that time on special teams for the Warhawks. It'll be first down and 10, Renegades from their own 39-yard line. So Reed with 3 touchdowns this afternoon, 37, 66, and 85 yards. Returned that 7 yards. Renegades with 2 timeouts, Warhawks with 1. 6:20 remaining in the fourth quarter, 21-19 in favor of the Warhawks. First and 10, Renegades from their own 39-yard line. Caden Reed, the tailback. Dominic Foster lined up to his left in the backfield. They hand off to the fullback straight ahead, and this is Colin Nichols with a gain of 7 inside. 7 Faust and Enzo Gennaro Reyes in the vicinity. Second down and 3, Renegades just shy of their own 47. 3 backs in the backfield. And a handoff straight ahead this time is Reed, and he's got the first down and more, a gain of about 7. Faust in on the tackle. 5:40 and ticking in the fourth quarter, 21-19. Favor of the Warhawks. Renegades trying to come from behind. They've got it first and 10 at the Warhawk 45-yard line. Tonnier is under center. A handoff again. This is Reed going left, and they've got him down after an 8-yard pickup. Tackle by Ornelas. Down at the 37-yard line of the Warhawks. It'll be second down and 2. Renegades on what they're hoping is a game-leading touchdown drive. They trail at 21-19, 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Second down and 2, Renegades at the 37. A handoff inside again. And off to the races, all the way for a touchdown. Colin Nichols, 37 yards, straight up the middle, and the Renegades back in the lead. 25-21. 4:48 remaining in the fourth quarter, 37 yards. Colin Nichols straight ahead with the touchdown run. (25-21), Renegades lead it, 4:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. They'll go for a one-point conversion. They are 1 for 3 in the one-point conversions. And a handoff. This is Reed lunging. He's not going to get into the end zone. Reed comes up a little bit short, tripped up by Ornelas, and the Renegades' lead stays at 25-21. So Nichols with a 37-yard touchdown run, giving the Renegades a 25-21 lead. They're 1 for 4 in one-point conversions, 4:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. This might come down to whoever scores last. So the Warhawks will now try to come back and take this lead. This is game 1 of 3. 4 p.m. ball game is the 12 and under AZ Renegades out of Peoria, and the 12 and under group, the AFD Warhawks, active family development of the Santan Valley. So 25-21 Renegades, 4:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for the Renegades, 1 for the Warhawks. Zane Tanier to kick off for the Renegades. So Zane's kickoff ricochets off one man, scooped up at the 34-yard line by the Warhawks. It's Nino getting to the outside. Nino up the near sideline, slips a tackle, and he's off to the races. Nino may go all the way for a touchdown, and it's good. 66 yards for Caleb Nino. And the Warhawks back in the lead, 27-25. 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Warhawks with a 66-yard kickoff return by Caleb Nino. They lead at 27-25. 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Some big-time plays in the ball game. Nino's third touchdown of the afternoon, a kick return of 66 yards. And the Warhawks will go for a one-point conversion. A couple members of the Renegades getting on the field at the last second. Warhawks trying to add a one-point conversion. They lead it 27-25, 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Maverick Cooper goes under center. A one-point conversion try, the bootleg going to his right. Races to the outside. He's in for the one-point conversion. And the Warhawks extend their lead to 28-25 on the one-point conversion run by Maverick Cooper. Warhawks lead it by 3. 28-25. It really will come down to maybe who scores last. So anybody's ball game, but right now the Warhawks leading 28-25. 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Renegades with 2 timeouts, the Warhawks with 1. So the Renegades will try to come back and take the lead. Jacob Young will kick off for the Warhawks. Lawson on the near side, Reed on the far side for the Renegades to return this kick of Jacob Young. Warhawks with a 28-25 lead, 4:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for the Renegades, 1 for the Warhawks. Reed's kick. Scooped up at the 39-yard line by Reed, who bounces to the outside. Reed to the outside, cuts it back in. Reed is off to the races, breaking tackles. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Unbelievable, 61 yards, back-to-back kick returns by both sides. The 4th touchdown of the afternoon for Reed, and the Renegades retake the lead by a score of 31-28. 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. 31-28, Renegades back in the lead. Consecutive kick returns. One by the Warhawks, Nino of 66 yards. Now the 4th touchdown by Reed, a 61-yard touchdown return. A lot of action here at the end of this ball game. So the Renegades calling their second timeout. They're going to try a 1-point conversion. Both teams will have 1 timeout apiece. 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter, 31-28 in favor of the Renegades. 4 touchdowns for Reed. And the Renegades will try a 1-point conversion here, leading at 31-28, 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now, if you had a couple of teams that did kick field goals at 10 and under, they're not even kicking extra points, but if you did have field goals being kicked, it would be a little bit of a different story. Temperatures between 100 and 105. Renegades trying to add to a 31-28 lead, 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. They will go for a 1-point conversion. Reed with 4 touchdowns this afternoon for the Renegades. Nino with 3 for the Warhawks. Zane Tanier brings in the play for the 1-point conversion for the Renegades. Both teams trying to win their first ball game of the season. Dominic Foster, the tailback, so a stoppage of play. The Renegades to try a 1-point conversion to add to their 31-28 lead here with 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Some confusion for the Renegades here on the 1-point conversion. Zane out of the shotgun, going to take it himself, going left, trying to get to the outside, and he's taken down. Nino takes him down on the far side. The 1-point conversion is no good, and the score remains Renegades 31, Warhawks 28 with 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Both teams with 1 timeout apiece. Been a long game so far. Zane Tanier to kick off for the Renegades. Renegades lead at 31-28, 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Both teams with one timeout each. For the Warhawks, back deep. Young on the near side. Nino on the far side. This may come down to the final possession. We've had back-to-back kick returns. Tanier to kick off, a short kick. Fielded at the 40-yard line. This is Reyes to the near side, and Reyes shoved out of bounds after a 14-yard return. It'll be good field position for the Warhawks. 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Renegades. Looks like it may come down to see who scores first. If you're the Warhawks, you may not want to score too quickly. 3:59 on the clock in the fourth quarter. 31-28 Renegades. And the Warhawks 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Renegades. This ball game is already an hour and 52 minutes old. So it'll be a quick turnaround to that 4 p.m. ball game. Both teams with one timeout remaining. 3:59 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 31-28 Renegades. Warhawks 1st and 10 at the Renegades 46. Nino will go under center. 3 receivers. Phillips in the backfield. The handoff to Phillips going right. Cuts it back up and dragged down from behind by Mason Lawson. A gain of 4 down to the 42-yard line. Clock continues to tick under 3:40 here in the fourth quarter. 31-28. Renegades trying to hold on to the 3-point lead. Warhawks with a 2nd down and 6 at the 42 of the Renegades. If you're the Warhawks, of course you want to score, but not too quick. Nino, who has 3 touchdowns, will go under center on 2nd down and 6 for the Warhawks. Nino hands off straight ahead. A gain of a couple inside to Matthew Ornelas. Colin Nichols on the tackle. 3rd down and 2. Warhawks at the 38 of the Renegades. 2:37 and ticking in the fourth quarter. 31-28 in favor of the Renegades, trying to hold on. 4 down territory for the Warhawks. 3rd and 2 at the 38 of the Renegades. Nino, the running back, Maverick Cooper, goes under center. 3rd down and 2. Handoff to Nino going right, cuts it back to his left, has the 1st down and more, and dragged down around the 31-yard line. He's got the 1st down. Garbaugh and Hilliker in on the tackle. It's a 1st down and a gain of a couple for the Warhawks. The drive stays alive. 1st and 10. Warhawks are the 31 of the Renegades. Minute 41 remaining in the fourth quarter. 31-28 Renegades. Both teams with one timeout each. Nino, the running back. Maverick Cooper, the quarterback, goes under center on 1st and 10. Trying to get the clock started here. They fake it to Nino on a bootleg going left as Maverick Cooper trying to get to the outside, but he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Elijah Culling with the tackle after a pickup of 2, and the final timeout is called by the Warhawks with 1:22 remaining essentially in the ball game. Renegades leading 31-28. And 2nd down and 8 for the Warhawks at the 28 of the Renegades. Warhawks out of timeouts. Renegades with 1 remaining timeout. Approaching the 2-hour mark in this ball game. It's been a long game. A lot of action. 3 touchdowns by Nino of the Warhawks, 4 for Reed of the Renegades. Nichols with a touchdown for the Renegades, and Cooper a touchdown for the Warhawks. So crunch time in the ball game for both teams. The 4 p.m. ball game is a 12-1 matchup between these very same 2 outfits, AZ Renegades and the AFD Warhawks. 1:22 remaining in the 4th quarter, 31-28 Renegades. No timeouts remaining for the Warhawks, 1 for the Renegades, 2nd and 7 for the Renegades at the 28, or I should say 2nd and 7 for the Warhawks at the Renegade 28. Maverick Cooper goes under center, 2 receivers, Caleb Nino the running back. Handoff to Nino going right, cuts it back into the middle, and he's only going to get about a yard. Some good defense inside. Mason Lawson. Hagera inside. Barrett Garbo. Clock is ticking, and there's no way for the Warhawks to stop it. 3rd down and 7. Handoff to Nino going left. Loses the handle on the ball. It is picked up at the 31-yard line by the Renegades, and off to the races all the way down is Zane Tanier for the Renegades, and he's going to score on the fumble. 69-yard fumble return by Zane of the Renegades, and it's now 37-28 Renegades. And just 29 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. 37-28 Renegades. 69-yard fumble return. Zane Tanier. So that's going to do it pretty much. The Renegades trailed the majority of the ball game, but when it came crunch time, they made the plays. And the Renegades will go for a 1-point conversion, leading at 37-28, 29 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Renegades will move to 1-1, while the Warhawks will move to 0-4. The Renegades will try a 1-point conversion. Approaching 2 hours on the head, I should say, in the ball game. Zane Tanier out of the shotgun for the Renegades. A 1-point conversion try. Tanier on the bootleg, races to the end zone. He's in for the 1-point conversion. And it's 38-28 in favor of the Renegades. 29 seconds remaining essentially in the ball game. 38-28 Renegades. 13 unanswered points here at the end of the ball game for the Renegades. Just 29 seconds remain in the ball game. 38-28 Renegades. And they've poured it on here at the end. It was sealed by the 69-yard fumble return by Zane Tanier, who doubled his quarterback. So the AZ Renegades out of Peoria laid it on here at the end to lead it 38-28, just 29 seconds remaining in the ball game. Zane will kick off for the Renegades. Really nothing that the Warhawks can do. Trailing by 10 with 29 seconds remaining, no timeouts. Ornelas here to the near side, Nino to the far side to return. Nino with 3 touchdowns of his own today for the Warhawks. Zane to kick off for the Renegades. Ball is picked up at the 36-yard line. Ornelas goes to his right, gets to the outside. Penalty marker down. Ornelas chased out on the far side around the 34-yard line. That may be offside. In fact, it was actually the kicking tee that was, it was not a penalty marker, it was the kicking tee. No penalty. No penalty on the play. 31-yard return by Ornelas. 17.8 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, 38-28 in favor of the Renegades. No timeouts remain for the Warhawks. First and 10, Warhawks to the Renegade 33. Had Ornelas returned that kick for the touchdown, you never know what would have happened as far as the final score, but they pushed him out of bounds on the far side of the 33. 17.8 seconds remaining essentially in the game, 38-28 Renegades. First and 10, Warhawks at the 33 of the Renegades. Maverick Cooper goes out of the shotgun. Heaves it over the middle, and it's dropped at the 25 by Matthew Ornelas. 13 seconds remain. $4 p.m. ball game. Again, the 12 and under same teams. AZ Renegades, AFD Warhawks out of the Santan Valley. Warm afternoon here on the west side of Phoenix in Maryvale. Temperatures between 100 and 105. Second down and 10 for the Warhawks in the 33 of the Renegades. On the bootleg going right, Maverick Cooper gets around the corner and chased out of bounds by Caden Reed. 7 seconds remaining. Chandler Shields is one of the sponsors of this broadcast. They're more than a sporting goods store. They're a destination built to serve athletes, families, and fans of all ages across Arizona and the East Valley. It's down in the Southeast Valley, outside the Chandler Mall. Third down and 5 for the Warhawks of the 28 of the Renegades. 7 seconds remaining in the game. 38-28 Renegades. Probably the last play of the ball game. Maverick Cooper out of the shotgun will throw. Directing traffic. Throws over the middle into traffic, and it is dropped. 0.4 of a second remaining. Dropped by Ornelas. So 5 minutes after 4, I guess we're on Pacific time now. So the Warhawks will have one more play, but the game has been decided. Renegades leading 38-28. 0.4 of a second remaining as Maverick Cooper tosses it up for grabs, and it goes incomplete. That is the end of the ball game with the Arizona Renegades winning it by a score of 38-28. Their record moves to 1-1. AFD Warhawks dropped to 0-4. Back with a 4 p.m. ball game here probably in about 10 minutes. It's 12 and under AZ Renegades squad and the AFD